What's going on? All nine ethers. Uh, let's bless this message here with peace, love, and protection. We do not fight against flesh and blood, but against the principalities, darkness, and powers that be. Um, I know a lot of you may be confused on what's going on or why it's going on. I usually like doing my classes in the morning. Like I said, some of you may not been going to sleep, probably been waking up 2, 3, 4 in the morning, not going back to sleep. There's a reason for that, but that's not what I'm gonna get into. I want to break down and discuss the federal government because we're witnessing a lot of things with the immigrants. We're witnessing a lot of things being done with rules and codes and laws. And I think it's best that we talk about this shit. There's 3 branches. There's the executive, the legislative, and the judicial branches. Keep that keynote, okay? There were 13 colonies, which turned into 13 states, okay? The Constitution is based off federal system. The power is distributed between the national, which is federal government, and the local, which is state government. So that's just pretty much, if we trapping, we pretty much be trading back and forth type shit. You may not know how it all begun, so we're going to break down how this all became about. You guys are going to witness a lot of things happen within the next 2 years. After the 13 colonies gained its freedom from England, they became the 13 states. So yes, these colonizers came from Europe. Okay? Don't worry about the movement in the background, all right? Just look at it as water, okay? They decided to work together. Their system of government was the Articles of Confederation, which they then developed a new document called the Constitution, pretty much federalism. They did this creatively, and understand these colonizers were more than one group of people, okay? We're going to get into that. I want to break down some pieces before we get into the deepens, okay? The federal government and the state government. I want you to know I do all this my own hands, my own brain, reading, writing, research, okay? So what is the federal government? Let's just get down to a few bases. They make money, they declare the wars, they manage foreign relationships, and they oversee trade with states and other countries, okay? Now, what's the state government? They ratify amendments, which pretty much mean they approve something. They manage public health and safety. That's your hospitals. That's your picking up the trash or fixing your streets, or it's rats, New York. They oversee trade within the state. So that's like your local businesses, your mom and pop businesses. Those will be within the states, because places like Walmart, these are more national, because there's a Walmart here, but there's a Walmart in China as well. That would be, you feel what I'm saying? That's federal government now. But your regular mom and pop restaurant would be like, you know what I'm saying, that's state. So they go through the mayor or the governor or whatever. But both of them do share these things. They share making and enforcing laws, making taxes, and borrowing money. So you may see state tax and local tax and all of that. That's your mayors and them doing that. Okay, the government already get their piece. You feel what I'm saying? But let's continue this. And I like I said, it's all my handwriting. You have the national government powers, right? Then you have the state government powers. The national government powers, they make the treaties, okay? They declare all the wars. So the shit that you see with Palestine, Ukraine, they got something to do with that. That's the government you talking about when we say they, them, all right? When we say the big government, that's who we talking about. They establish and regulate postal systems. So that's your mail, any type of mail from here to over there, all right? You may have family in the military. I have people in the military. You feel me? They responsible for getting those letters. I don't care if it's from Saudi Arabia and it was the prime minister or whatever, and whatever. You see what I'm saying? They also they regulate foreign and interstate commerce. They do tax imports and exports. They maintain the military, which I spoke about in my last video. They coined the money, which is pretty much making it. They protect the copyrights and patents. So when you want to get something, or you got an invention, like I was telling my shorty, we got to go to them. You don't go up to the mayor. The mayor might give you a number, right? Maybe. But other than that, you got to go to them to get anything. You see what I'm saying? They make all laws per United States Constitution. They make all laws. All right. So let's get into the state government powers. If anything that you miss, feel free to rewind and go back and listen over. The state government powers, they establish local governments. Okay. They regulate intrastate commerce. They are responsible for public education. So that's the school systems we are talking about, our kids go to. They conduct the elections. They provide common goods. So that's health, that's safety, that's food. You know, keep thinking. They are responsible for regulating marriages. Now, why would something like that be on the list? Because it's all about money here. They are the professional licensures, and all powers are not delegated, pretty much. So they got to go to the big boss to get anything done. But I want you to understand the difference between interstate commerce and intrastate commerce, okay? Because interstate commerce is trading goods across state lines, all right? And then intrastate commerce is transporting goods within the state. So you have your state lines and you have your jurisdiction lines, how it break into certain, like how they break into different counties. That will be intrastate, right? So from this county to that county is intrastate commerce, okay, right? If you was doing trapping, you done took this from Atlanta to Athens. That's all in Georgia, if you don't know, right? Let's continue. The concurrent powers, they both collect taxes. They both regulate the banks. They both establish and administer the judiciary. They're both responsible for building the roads. They both borrow money. They both make and enforce laws. And they are both responsible for providing common goods, okay? But we're going to stop here. Go for part 2. I want to get this done, you guys. I got lots of lessons. They're going to keep piling up on me. Peace, love, and protection from me to you and yours. All right? I seen the video where somebody spoke something about the ancestors not being real in the Bible. It's a damn shame when I realize how fucked up we really are. Mwah. I love you. Living on value energy.